we are going to solve another question related to binary tree, and that is path with given sequence. So what it means, like we have given a sequence and we need to search that in our binary tree that this sequence exists or not. So here we can see that this sequence exists, and if that sequence exists we need to return true. Okay, so now let's divide this question into subparts. So for this one, so one says that I have the pattern, and they ask this other part of the tree and this part of the tree, left and right side part of the tree, like, can you guys please check that do you have the next part of this sequence 3? So this one says I don't have the next part, so it returns false, right? But this one says yeah, I have the next part of the 3. So yeah, so this 3 says I have the next part. Now you guys check, it asks from 6 and 7, like you guys check that you guys have 6 or not. So this guy says yes, I have 6. So then it says I have 6 and it will return true. So now for returning true we need some base condition. Okay, we will use that. So let's move to base condition. First condition is going to be if root is going to be null. Obviously we haven't find a solution, so we'll return false. Also we have given an array of 1, 3 and 6, so size of the array is 3. So whenever we move to next part we will increase the count by 1, right? So suppose I'm taking initial value as index, which is 0. So if index size is going to be greater than size of the sequence, or if the value at current node is not going to match sequence last value or sequence value at that particular level. So suppose the current value is 3, and if it's at 2, right, and it's not matching 2 and 3, so it will return false. Now let's move to another condition, leaf node condition. If the root is leaf node and index equal to size of the sequence, so it's like we are at the leaf node, it means we are at 6, so this leaf node and this 6 is same, and this is also leaf node, so it will return true. Why true? Because we already addressed that false status, because if the index is greater than sequence or if the value is not same, so it means the value is same, that's why it's in this if condition, so it's going to return true. For the next one, that was a simple one, we just have to return, like if any of the path is true we have to return true. So it's going to be, suppose the name of the function is fun, it's a root left path, so it will break down into root left path and ask for like to have this sequence or not, and similarly for right part it asks like to have this sequence or not. If any one of them have that sequence, then it will return true, otherwise it's going to return false. So yeah, this is our code. So in the starting we are just returning false if the current node points to null. Now here we are checking how can like a possible way from for which the condition can be false. It's like when the sequence size is greater than sequence index, and here sequence index refers to like at what index we are. So if the sequence is greater than the sequence of the array size, then it's a false. And also if the current value, like if it's present at 2, if it's present at second level, and for here in the array the second value is 3 but we are at 2, so it's also not what we need, so it will return false. Now if it's at a node, then this is condition for node. The left is null and right is also pointing to null, and the sequence index and the size of the array is same, so we will return true. And in the end we are just returning like if any one of the condition is true, then it will return true. That's all guys, thank you so much.